And now the Naira has continued its free fall in the parallel market, depreciating to above 820 Naira per dollar. The Nigerian currency is falling rapidly against the greenback amid increased demand by Nigerians and unmatched supply. This development comes a few days after the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, announced that it has redesigned some Naira notes and will start circulating them by December 2022. The Apex Bank had explained that it took the decision to reduce excess cash in circulation and check counterfeiting. Meanwhile, speculation has continued to haunt the country's currency, with many fearing that the rate will only worsen. Well, joining us to make sense of this is Oladipo Ajayi, the head fixed income Chapel Hill Denham Limited. He joins us virtually. Hello, good to have you join us, Mr. Ajayi.
Good morning. Nice having you.
All right, same here. Now, let's talk about the Naira now. It keeps depreciating by the day. You know, what can we say is the major trigger, really? What's the cause of this?
Well, sincerely speaking, I think we all know the reasons why we are seeing the current activity in the parallel market now. And, because immediately the CBN announced the redesigning of the currency, it was crystal clear at that particular point in time that the next phase will be the pressure on the parallel market, which is the FX market. Because the target is to actually bring in most of the illicit fund into the market. And coupled with that as well, the CBN is also trying to actually use that as another method to actually rein in inflation. But I think guess what the CBN did not consider is the current impact on the likely impact on the parallel market, and that's entirely what we are seeing, because most of the illicit fund that the CBN is trying to target to actually bring into the banking system, older or such fund will not want to bring them into the market, into the banking system. They rather want to go to parallel market and exchange for the greenback, and that's currently what we are seeing in the market. That's exactly what's playing out currently.
All right. So are you saying that the rate that has been carried out by the EFCC now is justified and would fetch us results?
Yeah, you know, one thing about it is that that will further aggravate the issue, because what you are trying to do at that point is that it will make the currency dollar more scarce. And when it's scarce, when you find, of course, anything that is now scarce, you know, it becomes a black market. And in black market, you know what will happen is that the prices will actually go up further. So it means that you get to a level that the holders of dollar or the seller of the greenback now in the parallel market will now have to find a way to sell. And when we, of course, finding a way to sell means that they will sell far above the current level that we are seeing in the market. So I think it's not totally right for me. I don't think that will bring in the results, the expected result, because just trying to clamp down on the seller of dollars in the parallel market will not actually resolve the issue. When you want to resolve issues like this, it must be technical. It's not something that you want to use force. Because trying to use force in such like this will further aggravate the issue. We've seen that done in the past, and we saw the end result.
All right. Away from that now, we've seen certain recommendations offered by international organizations as to how Nigeria can, you know, rein in on the continued depreciation of the Naira. What's happening? It would seem that Nigeria isn't ready to take some of these recommendations. One of them also being that we should ensure that there is no gap between the parallel market and, you know, the official rate. All right. If you can hear me, I'd like you to, you know, continue with that thought. We are looking at what can be done really, or how Nigeria can get out of this issue where the Naira keeps getting depreciated. And we've had a lot of organizations offering some advice on what should be done. And it would seem Nigeria isn't doing any of these things. Let's have your thought.
Like I said,
okay. If you can hear me, do go ahead, please.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Go ahead. You were saying something.
Yeah, if you look at it, we are still trading in the parallel market around 500, 565, 5.
Okay, Mr. Oladipo Ajayi, I'd like you to please hold on. We'll take a break now, and when we come back, we'll continue the conversation. Stay with us. Glad to know you're still with us, and we still have right here Oladipo Ajayi. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on this.
Okay. Well, all right. Before we went on that timeout, we were trying to explore this particular situation where we have international organizations offering recommendations on how we can address the foreign exchange crisis we're having in Nigeria. I'd like to have your thoughts on that before we move on.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier on, I said, I think the CBN governor actually wasted a lot of time
in actually taking advantage of the minimal spread between the parallel market and the official market
earlier in the year. Because remember, we were still around 565, the levels around at the beginning of the year, and meaning that we are just like about 120 Naira different from where the official market was actually trading at that particular point in time. And then the whole market was thinking that the CBN government would take that advantage to actually assess all markets and actually give us the uniform exchange rate at that particular point in time. But as we speak now, it is further worsened because as we speak, parallel market is around 830 now, and official market is around 440. So you are almost having like 100% spread, which now becomes more difficult for you to actually now to annex rates at this particular point in time. But I think what the CBN still need to do at that particular point in time is to actually find a way to actually bring the parallel market and the official market into a single market, or I mean by single rate, because you need to understand what is the fair value of the currency at this particular point in time. We can even start the trading of the currency at the parallel market. If that is not the true value of Naira, Naira will actually find this level when there's liquidity in the market. So I think the CBN government need to find a way to actually stop this, or else we are getting to 1,000 to $1.
All right. Well, there are those who are saying that the system in itself is responsible for what we are seeing, the speculations, and also this other issue, that's the round tripping that we are seeing in the market. How is it that it's the system that's actually responsible for these?
Can you come again? It wasn't clear. I didn't get the question clear.
All right. So I was saying there are those who are saying that we find ourselves in this situation because of the system, that the system has actually created that opportunity for speculations and round tripping. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, of course. Now, when you have a situation whereby you have multiple exchange rates, and when you have multiple exchange rates and the spread between those things, of course, people will always find a way to take advantage of that spread. People will actually find a way to actually arbitrage around that level, and that's one of the reasons why people actually allege that the government the system actually provided the opportunity to people to actually take advantage of. Imagine that the parallel market, all markets are actually trading at 800, so there won't be room for someone trying to take advantage of the official rate at the expense of the parallel market rate. So I think the government, just like I actually mentioned, we need to find a way to mix all these exchange windows, whether it's SMIS, whether it's IIE window, whether it's the parallel market. We must find a way to actually unless the window and give a uniform rate. We've been here some years ago. I remember in 2016, we were around this level when we were still, currency was pegged at 199, but yet the parallel market was trading as high as 480. But at the time, the CBN came in with a framework that actually worked, and that's what gave back to the IIE window. And I remember at the time, even the official rate that I got to 11, official rate was trading at 360, and the parallel market was trading at 358. So it tells you that was at that particular point, and that's the fair value of the currency. So the government, the CBN government must find what is the fair value of the currency, and at what level can the government provide liquidity to the market. At that point is a point where you feel the currency can trade comfortably.
All right. But does it seem to you like the government is really taking this issue of exchange rate harmonization, or let's say this exchange rate crisis seriously? Because it would seem that it would rather go to the BDCs, go there with the EFCC, or do some other things apart from addressing the issue of supply, which is really the issue here, ensuring that we have this, the greenback really in supply.
I get you. I think the government has been waiting on some address the issue, this particular issue. And he was saying that they will actually unless the currency at the point when the Dangote refinery comes online. I think at that particular point in time, he was thinking the refinery will come up online by issue. That is the issue this year. So he's viewing that by then they have more dollars to play with. At that particular point in time, there are more FX liquidity. At that particular point, they choose that will be a very good time for them to unless the currency all the windows. Because at that point, it's easier for government to the CBN will not to actually provide liquidity at that particular point in time. But what we notice is that we will keep seeing shifting of goalposts. At the point in time, it was supposed to be Q3 this year. Now it's Q1 next year now. So the advantage that the CBN government is actually waiting on is not forthcoming anytime soon. So we need to actually take a decision on this particular point in time. Because you don't want to wait till when at that particular point in time, when the is coming online, the private market is already at 1,200. The official market is at 400 something. At that point, it will be very difficult for you to actually now bring the rate to a reasonable level. There was a report that was released by Bank of America recently that illustrated clearly that the fair value of the currency is about 530. We all understand one of the reasons is that official market is never the fair value of the currency. And what we are seeing in the parallel market as well is the fair value of the currency. The fair value of the currency lies in between the official rate we see in the parallel market. And if the government, if the CBN government fail to do something very urgently about it, we will see that the spread will widen and the fair value will move further down the line.
All right. Well, very quickly now, I mean, we've heard there are plans that they will also extend this operation to Lagos and Onitsha and the likes. That's in relation to the Aboki effect situation and all that. Do you think this will be a remedy, or will it just be a short-term solution? I know you already reacted to the one that took place in Abuja and Kano, but with this report that they will extend it to other parts of the country, what are your expectations?
The first and foremost is the first thing we need to actually understand is that that is a market, and it's a market that we all understand that gives liquidity as to speak now. If you actually want to travel now and you're unable to access the PPA, you have to go to that market to actually access to buy funds for your trade. If you need to do anything online now, you buy funds from that market to fund your card, because banks are not ready to take risk or take for to be the obligations of them. So if that is the only market now, and we are trying to shop that market, at the end of the day, what we now will do is that it will further aggravate the issue, because it simply means that the people that can actually now offer the currency to you, they will be offering at twice the price. So I don't think that trying to enforce or trying to use a fiscal or more of like on these people who actually resolve the issue. Even if it's going to resolve the issue, like I mentioned, there's going to be a short-term solution. That cannot actually fix this issue. We've been here before. We remember there was a time that they actually trammed down people in Lagos. I think it was last year or 2 years ago. The end effect was at the end of the whole exercise, it further aggravated the issue, and the currency further depreciated. So we need to look at what way can we go about this thing. How do we think we can actually handle this situation without further aggravating the issue? And I think that's what we need to look at this particular point in time.
All right, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us on the show today.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right.